losing in 5 sets, so has had that one loss.
Slight advantage of serving first in the 5th set. Of course, no advantage if they're to get to 6-all under the new rules this year. It would be a match tie break. Just looking for a ball that went under the back of the chairs there. They found it.
Don't want John to start complaining about the lack of balls again. So easy first game so far for Millman. Good serving on that one. Surprised me through this match tonight that Bautista Agut hasn't done that more often, taking that second serve early with that backhand up the line. He hasn't been aggressive enough, in my opinion, on the return of serve.
Easy hold to start the 5th. Just get the feeling that the inspiration that Millman's drawing from this crowd here, I got to think that he's got to be favourite for the 5th set.
You would imagine, but then you may have to say that the experience that Bautista Agut has, there's been a lot around, and success that he's had may be a telling tale too. So we'll have to see.
So 2 sets all, love 1. Still looking just as calm as he did at the start of the match.
Doesn't show many emotions, does he? Wouldn't know if he was winning or losing at any time in this match. Still fighting, doesn't want to let him get away with this one too easily, does Millman. Good return of serve, that was a good first serve. Forehand right there, maybe could have done a little bit more with it. Ended up being a relatively easy put away for Millman.
Game.
Well, equally impressive first service game of the 5th set for Roberto.
And the victor. It's changed. Start of the match, 70% for Bautista Agut, down to 62. still think they're being a little unfair to John Millman. I think where we are right now and how even this match is, I would go more 50-50.
Yeah.
But certainly looks a lot better for the Millman camp than the 92% they had him at the end of the second set. So he's clawed himself back nicely into this match as Millman. So good.
59.
And that would have been a good point for Bautista. Good to win. In love 30, so that's a big point for Millman.
And you see, he just didn't get the approach up close enough to the line. Millman can just take one step and lean forward on his favourite shot.
Made the mistake of going up the line instead of cross court. Fortune for Millman on that one. Could have easily hit the net and dropped over. You wonder when you're going to start seeing some frustration coming out of Bautista Agut. He certainly could let something out emotionally.
He's going to challenge. Yes, it was really close. I think certainly worth a challenge. Oh, look at that. 1 millimetre, I'd say.
And here we are, third match, third game of the final set, breakpoint opportunity for Bautista Agut. To no avail. He's had 16 opportunities of breakpoints, won 6 out of 16, 38%. Lots of opportunities as Bautista Agut had on the Millman serve. Hasn't been successful as he would have liked. And that one there, another one.
Again, the fighting spirit of John Millman shining through here.
So a battle for John Millman in this third game of this fifth set serve. This game could be an interesting one from a psychological battle. The winner coming through here could have that edge. Too good. Fist bump says it all. I think he knows the importance of this game.
Now I get the feeling that Millman's really enjoying this. There's a little smile on his face there. I mean, he is just, look at this, he is loving the battle.
Yep, well, he could have been in his house or home and been done an hour and a half ago at least.
Finishes it on a high. He leads 2-1 in this thrilling match here on Margaret Arena, Melbourne Arena.
Yeah, it's a good hold. It was a tough one, but it's a good one. And he's managed to fight his way through this match considerably. He's sort of been the underdog the whole way through. And you say he's got a smile on his face, and he should, because he's in a position that he wouldn't have believed he would have been in a couple of hours ago. What's interesting is when you look at the camps of the two different players, how the demeanors have changed. The expressions on the faces have changed considerably. At the beginning, smiles on the Bautista Agut camp, concern for them right now. They're in a position that doesn't suit them well. Bautista Agut, if he does come through this match, is going to be under the gun, because it's 2 matches now, 2 sets to love up, finishing in 5. It's a lot of physical energy to exert. The winner of this match will go through to play Karen Khachanov, which is playing exceptionally well and a very good player. So daunting task for the winner of these guys to recover in time for the next match as well.
3 hours 20 minutes. Jason Stoltenberg, Australian Davis Cup coach. I think he would have already penciled John Millman in for the Davis Cup match in a couple of weeks' time in Adelaide.
Well, definitely Alex de Minaur too. The two of them doing the best of the Aussies at the moment.
Thank you. Place already.
So 1-2, 5th set.
Lap.
Cross-court backhand is not too bad either.
59.
Half a century of winners for John Millman. Good service. A serve always the one. That's the key. How many times can you get that free point? Get that serve in, free serve, makes it much easier.
Lovely angle, draws Bautista Agut wide. Has to go for the winner from out there and can't complete it.
Another good first serve. He was on that one, Millman. Could have put that return back in play.
All positive vibes though from his camp there.
Showing some interesting emotions, John Millman. You've got him on one side and then you've got Stone Cold on the other.
Game not decided. 2 games of final set.
All tied up here. Absolutely intrigued by this, enthralled. They're just loving it here. 2-all.
Struggled on the last service game, did John Millman. Have to be careful on this one. Bautista Agu's been putting in a lot of return of serves back in play, making Millman have to work really hard on his serve. It's too good, and that's a good little lead in this game for Bautista Agu. Love 30, bit of pressure. 22nd forehand winner for Bautista Agu. Spotted from a nice return of serve. Pressure on the shoulder of Millman. Off the return of serve.
Just a little bit short the serves, and it allowed Bautista Agu on both the last 2 points to be inside the baseline on the return, which means he can take the ball at the top of the bounce. And it's really opened up a great chance for himself here. Brilliant game from him, really, and to win service break to love at this stage. Fantastic performance from Roberto, and he's got the vital break in the 5th at 3-2.
Yeah, and a great game there with 3 fairly good forehands, 2 winners and 1 unreturnable on that of the return of serve, and that was a very, very well structured game. You wonder why he didn't do this in the 3rd set. He allowed Millman back in, but now he's getting back on top of this match. 3-2. New balls, I think, a new change of racket for John Millman. A lot of emotions coming out of his head. Very expressive player. Having a little bit of a interaction with the umpire. Hopefully a positive one. But after 3 hours and 27 minutes, we're at 3-2. Bautista Agu in this 5th and final set. A couple key stats so far in the set. Service percentages, 71% has been very, very good for Bautista Agu. Winning 69% of first serves and 53 of second, where Millman serving at 66, 65% of first and 46, so not as good off the serve, but both players have served exceptionally well. So John Millman under the gun a little bit here in this 5th set, down a break. Roberto Bautista Agu leads 3 games to 2 in this 5th and final set. That he gets the first few points there, Millman, and get this break back as soon as possible.
It's been a good serve for him on a lot of big points. The slider, it's been his best one to the forehand. Well, the change up there.
It's 2 good serves to get himself out a little bit of the hole at love 15. He's done such a good job with the percentage and the points won off the first serve. It's been very successful for him today.
30.
Another great serve. He's done a good job. The serve has been very good. 3 first serves in a row, 3 easy points.
Well, and going away from his good one out wide, these last 2 good ones have been down the centre. So good change up.
Game Bartestagut. Bartestagut leads by 4 games to 2 in final sets.
Well, importantly, consolidating the break. Never really feel that you've broken serve until you hold your next one and stretch the lead to that 2 games, as you can see, 4-2, 5th set. Millman will need to find some more if he can. We know he's got a heart the size of this stadium. So that in the 4th set tie break. Have to do it again here. Looks positive. Serves at 2-4.
Too good. He's done a good job with that forehand. A lot of winners have come off the forehand wing for Bautista Agut tonight, especially on the one on the inside out right there. Very, very crisply hit.
Love 13.
Just rushing that one. He was so keen to get it into the vacant corner, and now the crowd. And to lift him one more time. Back to 30 all.
30.
Backing up the line. It's worked well for him. 30 all.
Exchange.
Juice.
Yeah, had some enormous baseline rallies in this match. Full-blooded drives.
Yeah, Bautista Agut just doing a better job of getting the ball deeper. That one landing almost on the baseline. Footwork maybe a little bit slow from Millman. That open stance, but back to Juice.
Serve at 199 Ks, that's big after 3.5 hours. get up to the bounce there, and John Millman fights back once again from love 30. 3-4.
Bautista leads by 4 games to 3, final set.
It's been a very interesting up and down match, this one, Alan. It's gone from one side to the other. And you would feel that Bautista Agut is right now in control of this match. Should be able to serve this one out, but we never know. Weirder things have happened.
Well, he was certainly win from 6-2 in the tiebreak in the fourth set.
Yep.
You just had the feeling, though, when he didn't win the match point at that stage at 6-2, and then Millman had 2 serves and got in 2 big serves, then all of a sudden the equation changes a little and the pressure built up. The momentum was back with Millman, and he's got out of it.
Yeah, he did a good job at 6-3 and 6-4 with those points. He served well, got through them quickly. So here we are.
Time.
4-3. Break still in the hand of Bautista Agut. 4-3, fifth and final set.
The crowd has stayed. No one's left this arena. To serve when the crowd allows it. 4-3.
Again, whenever he's been down, Bautista Agut always going to put that first serve in. Taking his forehand winners to 25. First serve was the key right there. He's been so good at getting that first serve in where needed. Percentage so high. Not bad from Millman either. 66. At 72 over 3.5 hours is very, very good. Again, that first serve just too good.
14 for 10.
A wonderful shot tonight for him, the forehand. He's been hitting the off one here, and this time though hooks it back down the line.
Game Bautista Agut.
So a nice easy hold for Bautista Agut.
5 games to 3, final set.
1 game away from victory.
Boy, would he love to break here and not have to face the pressure and the crowd of trying to serve it out.
That's for sure.
A little bit of emotion shown by the coach, leaning forward, just shouting out a little bit of encouragement.
As long as he's not coaching.
No, I think
encouragement is good.
Yep.
Coaching maybe not.
3-5.
That's 1 point closer to victory.
15.
Second ball there. Again, showing his courage. Draws the short reply, and then he's got the vacant backhand corner, which he finds. Forehand again. Lovely disguise on it. It looked like you would have to hit that one across court. Instead, he went back behind Millman, who hadn't really moved much, but it was just too clever a shot. And the big serve saved him in the tie-break when he was down match points. Can he find another couple?
Easy unforced error. He'll take it. 40-30. So he'll breathe a little easy. 40-30.
Juice.
It's not over yet.
Backhand down the line.
Advantage, Millman.
Again, just incredible guts to go for this. If you miss it, match point down. They'll have to repaint the line here tomorrow morning before the next lot of matches start. He's hit it so often. Just long. He's challenging. So I think the call was correct.
The ball's called out.
Players are about to change ends. They think it was out.
It's in.
Whoa. Well, that's both wrong. They were both at the change of ends. They've got to go back.
I guess it's a redo because it came before he played the shot, so I would say a replay of the point.
So first serve. This time there's no doubt about it, and John Millman holds his serve. Are there any more twists and turns left in this match? We'll see as Bautista Agut will serve for it in the upcoming game.
Well, he's hanging in there. He's given himself a chance. He's got one more opportunity here, does John Millman, to fight his way back into this match. But you would have to put the odds on Bautista Agut. He has served exceptionally well in this fifth and final set. Been a very entertaining match for the crowd. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
This big wind up on the typical forehands that we see today. Elbow, right elbow back first, and the racket head comes up and drops down and is flung at the ball like you're skimming a stone on a lake. Tremendous topspin power they get from it, from those strings.
Time.
Millman holds serve. The crowd, they're itching for more. They don't want it to finish here. They want their man to break back. His heart must be really racing. You wouldn't think so to look at him.
Hasn't showed one emotion in the whole 5 sets. 3 hours and 46 minutes. We've seen nothing but just absolute composure from Bautista Agut.
Well, he serves for the match. 5-4.
That's a good start with a very good serve. 183 Ks, not the fastest one, but right in the corner.
Just misses.
39.
Well, makes it a difficult task now with rock solid ground strokes there from Roberto. Brilliant shot.
Just too good.
How about the quick little adjusting steps there after 3 3/4 hours to get into position and make that shot, and the crowd just one last effort from their man here. Can he do it? Bautista Agut on the verge of victory here. 3 match points. Gets it. What a performance from him. We're finally seeing some emotion.
6-3, 6-1, 3-6, 6-7, 6-4.
What a match. John Millman, brave fight is over, and a wonderful sporting embrace there by these two tremendous competitors. And now he's releasing the emotion.
It's the only emotion we've seen from him the whole night. He bottled it in and saved it all for the right time, did Bautista Agut.
Well, what a performance from him. A lot of players would have really wilted after not being able to finish the match off in 4 sets after they had 4 match points in the tie break. So full marks to him. Brilliant the first 2 sets. He deserved to win in the end, I think, Wayne.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was overall the better player with a little bit of lapse in between in the 3rd and 4th set over there. But the better player in the long haul. The odds and the stats were in his favor throughout it. But he had to fight hard, and you've got to give a lot of credit to John Millman for the effort that he put in, coming back from 2 sets to love down, but being killed. The crowd will give him a great Ovation on his way out. It is a well-deserved ovation for John Millman.
Yes, he'll be absolutely shattered.
It's tough to put all that effort in to come back from 2 sets to love to get to that area and then lose. But again, gave himself a chance where at one stage in the match it looked like he didn't have any. So, well, I'm glad we finally got some emotion from him. See what he has to say.
Let's see what he's got to say about it, Roberto Bautista Agut. He's speaking courtside.
Well, Roberto, I chatted to you the other night after you beat Andy Murray. That was a 5-set match, and it's fair to say the crowd weren't fully behind you in that one. Tonight it was the same. 5 sets, the crowd weren't with you, but it doesn't seem to faze you one little bit. Well done.
Thank you. Today, thank you. I had
Game in full set.
إذا لاكسونين بهذا الأسلوب القوي، هذا الفورهاند المتميز يتمكن من كسب هذه المجموعة، هذا الشوط، هذه النقطة. أداء آخر يختلف عما قدمه خلال المجموعة الأولى والمجموعة الثانية. ولعب
I just think the conditions are killing him. Heavy out here, really heavy at night.
And especially with all the cloud cover that we've had today, it's even more so, isn't it?
Yeah, you might not quite Wondering what we're talking about. When the sun goes down and there is a tiny bit of humidity in the air, it gets in the ball gets big and heavy. These courts are not fast. They've got a fair bit of grit, and so when the ball hits, it grips the court and almost sits there.
Yeah, so just like you get condensation in the evening on your lawn, you get that bit of moisture in the air, obviously attaches itself to the tennis ball. Gets a little heavier as a result of the moisture on it, and that's exactly where that terminology comes from. Talk about heavy conditions.
Change of shirt. Has he even given us a fist pump all night?
No.
He's a cool cat, isn't he?
Time.
He is. Make them pretty cool there in Switzerland. There's another fella that comes from there who's been pretty good over the last decade or so.
Stan Wawrinka.
And he's a cool customer. Just exactly what I was thinking of.
The GOAT, Roger Federer.
Final set.
All right, wonder what win predictor's saying now.
Yeah.
Not to serve.
1 set shootout. Josh Eagle alongside me, Rob Koenig. It's the decider. Fasten your seatbelt, folks. Here we go.
That's the way. I think it's the only way. I think when we reflect upon the last couple of sets, de Minaur's, he's done well really to stay close on the scoreboard, but I think just tactically he has to get forward more. He has to play it on his own terms.
Let's for service.
Well, just a little tired and flat on end range. Looking a little more pensive.
Yes. $30-40.
Uh-oh.
There's good umpiring. Renee Lichtenstein not enforcing the shot clock. He stopped it when he bent over to tie the shoelaces up. That's class.
Break point.
seen him a bit, haven't we, Robbie, tonight, where Laaksonen, he gets a break point or in a big moment in the match, and his forehand on a shot that he's made all night, he just tends to, for whatever reason, come up with an unforced error.
He did say to himself afterwards, what about the heavy one cross court instead? That is signature Alex right there.
Advantage domino.
You could imagine Leighton Hewitt on the sidelines. He'd be urging his man on. He'd be throwing out a few suggestions.
And domino. First game, final set.
Let's not forget Adolfo Gutierrez, who is his full-time coach. He's the man that really has helped make this guy's game what it is.
Long-time coach.
Yes.
Gets very little credit.
There he is there. There he is there.
He's done a great job.
Chat with Dave Drysdale.
That's Alex's agent. Got himself in good nick.
Love. Correction was good. Mr. Domino sending the call.
Now, I'll tell you what, if Mr. Liechtenstein has got this one right, he's got eagle eyes, because I thought it was a little heavy-handed from the Swiss. Don't think it had enough revolutions on it to dip down.
No, Rene, don't count Rene out. He's a gun.
He is.
30 love.
What an overall.
Brilliant stuff. Great umpiring.
40 love.
And he could have easily just stayed out of
Domino
that
has 2 challenges for me.
let the players challenge, but he got involved.
$40-15. Odds. $40-13.
Well, they've been hard to come by, the winners off the forehand from Dimonor. This is right up there with one of the very best. To draw on his experience here, Dimonor. I know he's just 19. He's played a lot more big matches than Larkson.
Domino.
Quickly things can change.
His speed is intimidating to an opponent.
Yes.
That was an unbelievable shot.
He's everywhere. That is unbelievable. And look at the reaction. I'm guessing that's over 30 strokes this rally. But they were punishing and they were brutal.
Advantage.
Alex de Minaur. Unbelievable.
Break point.
Again, Domino.
Back forehand fighters.
New goal.
He's just finding a way at the moment, Alex de Minaur.
2 games to love.
What an atmosphere here on Margaret Court Arena. It's full. It's been a packed house all night.
This side. Please.
And you can just sense here, Robbie, that he knows the value of consolidating the break, getting to 3-love. That will feel like a really big lead. I know it's only one break, but just scoreboard pressure, it will look and feel a lot bigger.
Yeah, psychologically, you're halfway there, aren't you?
Yeah, you're only 12 points away.
Correction was good. 2015.
Geez, good. Renee, he's overruled it. Demon knows it. He's not going to challenge. Now 30 all.
30 all.
He's just tightening up a little.
He's made it. Larkson has left it, and the off stump has been taken out of the ground.
Well, it's a strange reaction. This is the most reaction we've seen from Larkson all night. Weird. Just didn't chase, didn't run.
Unbelievable pickup.
Yes.
Just not doing enough with the volley. He would have loved to have just put a little more on it.
Well, it could have a seismic influence on the outcome of the set. That should be game over right there.
From the Demon. This time up above the shoulder height to be able to control it. It's almost a slap shot. That's damn good.
Let's for service.
That is big-time tennis right there.
Yes.
In anyone's books, that's a forehand of rich quality. That's what he's capable of doing. Engaged him, didn't he, with the backhand cross-court rally. Mixed it up, denied him rhythm, and then attacked prudently. Some bruising rallies.
Yeah, nearly 3 hours and 30 minutes. This has been tough stuff physically for both players.
Yes.
Just can't quite get this game, the consolidation of the break.
Advantage, Laxon.
that's an
Seminar leads
impressive
2 games
break.
to 1.
Demino should have closed it out with the easy volley, but he didn't. It's come back to bite him. Back on serve, 2-1 in the 5th.
Sorry.
Just wonder. I just wonder how that will play out. Because that was a massive chance to go 3-love in the 5th.
Wasn't me. Sorry. Sorry, can you help Alex, please?
I'll be interested to see if physically anyone cramps up here, because this has been an unbelievably brutal match. No signs of it just yet.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your help. Players are ready.
Back to work he goes here. Diminor shakes off the disappointment of not getting that last service hold under the belt.
$15-all. $15-30. Correction, monsieur. Mr. Laxon is changing the call right near the line. The ball was caught.
Brave man questioning Liechtenstein. He's been so good all night. Oh my God, it's just wide.
30-all.
All right.
$40-30.
Larson here. He didn't panic, did he, Robbie? He got down 2-love and still sensed that self-belief.
Game Laxon.
He just keeps plugging along here.
Two games to.
Doesn't like his chances, I think. I'm not sure what win predictor would say, but at 2-all in the 5th, it's currently 56%. Diminor, it's been an 8% swing. I reckon it's closer to 50-50 right here. Very hard to win 3 sets in a row.
30 love.
Coming forward.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yep.
Just what the doctor ordered for de Minaur. A speedy hold. He leads 3-2 in the fifth.
Time. Enough.
Huge power, isn't it, from Laaksonen?
Do you get the feeling that this match is on his racket?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. As long as de Minaur stands back and continues to rally, it's on the Swiss man's racket for sure. I think on some of the return games, de Minaur must take some chances, and that's when he needs to look to come in and come forward. Second serve, hit and come forward.
No flash, please.
Here's a famous face, Michael Vaughan. Keeping a beady eye on things.
Let's listen.
Don't mind this though. He's executed well on the backhand down the line. I like the fact that he's taking it on, not engaging in these long, grueling rallies.
Yeah.
Once he can't hustle himself out of trouble.
3 against 4.
Okay, Josh, you give me a hard time about sitting on the fence as we see this one unfold. The hustling, that is such an integral part of his game. We've got 3 hours and 39 minutes to pick a winner.
I'm sticking with Demonor. I'm sticking with him because he's serving first in this 5th set.
Thank you.
I just think his experience and confidence might just get him over the line.
Thanks for service.
Great defense again. You can see Demonor, he's nearly on the back fence. He's throwing the arm out with the racket.
Can we wait, Henry?
Bird droppings. Right near where Laaksonen is returning, and Renee said, can we wait? He wants to clean it up after the game.
To hit it that hard, is it?
Doesn't have to be half as good as that.
Killer.
But the Demon, he just finds a way. He's got an uncanny ability to get over the line. Laaksonen, he's come back from 2 sets to love down before in his career.
He's back out in front.
4 games to 3.
Well, this really is a battle royale. 4-3 in the 5th.
Do you see it behind the baseline? Like, thank you.
What's he thinking right now?
He's thinking, yeah, 8 more points.
That far ahead? Is he not thinking next point?
No, I think that we'll never know what he's thinking, but
Time.
he's just trying to regain his composure and just muster up enough energy. And I think he would want to throw everything at him right here. He'd be thinking, if I can just break and then serve it out. Really strong game here.
Love 15.
Yes, gone back in behind the Demon.
Safety no.
And that is the pace of shot I like. Compare it to the inside-out winner he was trying to hit in the previous game. He's got that on a string. Good net clearance. And it's the same with that approach. Be prepared for the two-shot combination.
At least he approached down the line and pushed forward. So important.
Let's for service.
Didn't miss by much. He's going to challenge. I don't think he'll have much luck here. Rene gives him the wink as if to say, you've got it right, champ. Don't worry. I saw it.
30. Until accident has 2 challenges remaining.
They have just used it to buy a bit of time. Oh, that hurts.
Just a little bit of hesitation
30,
there.
40.
Took a while before he decided he wanted to take it out the air.
I think it's out. It's too late, Henry. If you ask me, you need to challenge immediately.
He's good. Laying down the law. Firm, but not bossy.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's a tempered reaction from the Demon. He needs to muster up all his energy if he's to serve this one out.
Domino leads 5 games to 3.
He must be exhausted. The 19-year-old has put himself through the ringer tonight.
And it just heard via Hawkeye that, in fact, Larkson's serve got a piece of the line, Josh, 1 millimeter in. All of a sudden, Dimonor serving for a place in the third round.
That's huge. The first point, great defense.
Taking up.
That's 2 great opening points. Positive, good intent.
Mr. Domino changing the call. right baseline. The ball was called out.
My gut feeling was more out than in.
No, don't mess with Rene. He's got it right again.
Mr. Domino has one challenge again.
It's a little harder now. Just a reminder, he had a match point 2 hours ago in the third set, serving at 7-6 in the tiebreak.
There's his coach, Adolfo Gutierrez. He must
spare a thought for those guys.
Oh, much worse on the sideline.
It just didn't need to be that big.
After 3 hours and 51 minutes, Alex de Minaur has another match point.
Yes.
Is through to the third round at the Australian Open for the first time in his career. And he has taken the scenic route. What a match, 3 hours and 52 minutes. The Aussie prevails 6-3 in the fifth.
Let him soak it up. He's got to be out on his feet, the youngster. Still a teenager. That's a huge win. You'll remember this one for a long time, Robbie, because it was against an opponent who no one really had heard of. All the pressure and expectation was on him. He had a match point in the third set. He didn't get it done, and that would have really dented his confidence if he didn't find a way to win in the end. But he did. That's why he is such a great player, such a classy character on and off the court. And look at this crowd respond to the effort that they have witnessed.
Never easy when you have a chance to close it out in straight sets. And then you've got to readjust. You're thinking thoughts. You should be in the locker room. Should be done and dusted. And you've still got to fight on. Spare thought for the man who came second tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He come through qualifying.
He's good. He's a lot better than I thought he was.
Henry Larkson and played his part this evening.
And Robbie, really a little unlucky not to get a win tonight, Larkson, and that's how well he played in the end. He was very good. What's rocking? A bit of AC/DC, a bit of thunder. Come on!
Well, it was Alex de Minaur who rocked the house tonight in Margaret Court Arena. one young man who is making himself an Australian legend. We're going to go down to another who is the very best at his craft. Alex de Minaur has handled Henry Loxton. Can he handle Dylan Alcott?
Alex de Minaur, mate, how good was that?
I mean, that was definitely pretty special. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody who stayed out there. The support was amazing, as always, and you guys got me through that, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Alex, you started so well. You're up 2 sets to love. You lost the next 2 sets. What is going through your head to get yourself up for that 5th set?
Well, I didn't want to lose. I had to make sure I composed myself. I mentally reset for the last set and try not to get down on myself and be positive and fight every ball.
Mate, you were so incredible out there, and I cannot tell you how much these people love you. The whole of Australia loves you. How much do you enjoy playing at home?
There's nothing better. I mean, I could do this every single day of the year. I mean, there's nothing better than playing in front of you guys, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 or 10. I just love it, and I can't wait to get back out here and play in front of you guys again. Thank you very much.
We'll let you get back to the locker room because you have had a big match. But up next, you've got a guy called Rafael Nadal. Have you? He's kind of new. Have you heard of him before?
No, first time I hear of him. I mean, no, it's going to be incredible just to step out there on court with him and just have fun. It's an incredible experience for me, and I can't wait to go out there, compete, and just give 150%.
Mate, we know you will, brother. I'm so proud of you. Everyone is so proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex de Minaur.
Well, his will to win remains undiluted. That is for sure, Josh.
He's just got such a great head on his shoulders. He's composed. That's what he said he did at the end of the 4th. He went away, he pressed the reset button, and he just tried to stay positive. He's a great kid. The Demon. Well, let's take a look at some of the numbers. That was quality, really, from both players. 60% of serves above for both players. It was the unforced error count that really hurt Larkson early in the match. That
It's a fine day. People open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. Just for a short while. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. Fine day, it's a fine day. La 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 la.
Well, the nuts and bolts of this matchup in terms of from a tactical perspective, you kind of touched on the fact that obviously Sharapova will look to probably rush the Swedes forehand, but from her perspective, from Peterson's perspective, what has she got to do well this evening?
I think she's got to try to extend the rallies, try to frustrate Maria a little bit. Clearly, as we said, she hasn't had a lot of time on the court. She's had that moment in Shenzhen in the quarterfinals where she pulled out against the eventual winner there. And just have to wonder if there's any lag still from the left thigh injury there, and I'm sure it was precautionary.
Jump last year. Started last year at 148, ended it at 61, so halved her ranking and some. A very impressive run. She qualified 6 times at tour level, so won a lot of matches, and has been able to hopefully take that forward this season as she looks to build on the progress she made in 2018. This, though, arguably the biggest match of the Swedes' young career.
If you look at both ends of the spectrum, really she hasn't had much experience at Grand Slam level. If you look at Rebecca Peterson, she's had 4 wins and 4 losses in the big fours, and then you just slide over to Maria Sharapova's stats and it is incredibly high.
So Rebecca Peterson of Sweden to tackle Maria Sharapova here. It's a late one. Let's hope it's a good one.
Play. $15 love. Wait, please.
Going to be effective with that forehand tonight, Peterson. Conditions are rather slow, so it'll help her out a little bit. Sharapova would rather have faster conditions, so her ball will go through the court a little bit quicker. Rather humid in the evenings here in Melbourne.
There's an early indication of that heavy ball we were talking about.
30-50.
The ability to get the ball bouncing up off the surface that she has with that forehand.
A terrific serve here as well. Just seeing Maria Sharapova just end range, not being able to get behind the ball and use that body weight. Hasn't had a lot of tennis though since the US Open. Sharapova struggled to put a lot of back-to-back matches in 2018.
Actually only played 11 tournaments, Sharapova, last year, so a very limited schedule.
It's amazing Maria Sharapova may have lost a few matches last year, but she certainly hasn't lost the desire. Look at the fist pump. There's Thomas Hogstead back in the arena with Maria Sharapova. There's the desire, the fist pump, the clench of the fist, the routines. They've never disappeared.
That's tremendous hitting.
Advantage, Peterson.
Well, terrific ball striking here from Rebecca Peterson, just being patient, really waiting for the right ball. Very open stance there, can generate a lot of pace off the ground. Good racket head speed there. Great vision with the eyes.
Oh, what a fine game that was from the Swede. And she secures the opener impressively.
First game.
Well, the win predictor you can see heavily in favour of the Russian. No real surprise there, given certainly the golfing experience of the two players. Well, the evidence of what we've seen in the opening game, it could be a little tighter than that.
Maria Sharapova to serve.
So Sharapova lost her first game of these championships, serving at love 1.
Love 15.
Does Sharapova have the presence she did 3 or 4 years ago, Lou, for someone like Peterson playing her for the first time? Obviously, is the fear factor, the element of the fear factor, is it just gone a little bit, do you think?
I think it's gone for all of the past top 10 previous Grand Slam winners, previous #1 players in the world. I think
even Serena?
Even Serena. I think there's players that just don't have the respect. They come out here and they really just go for it these days. That I think everyone can be beaten.
Miss Sharapova is charging the call on the right far side line.
Interesting, you don't see Sharapova do that too often, do you? Stop the point like that. Must have been certain.
(30-15).
terms of
50.
talking about comfortability and how many times they've been down here to Melbourne playing on this blue and feeling comfortable. Certainly Sharapova must feel absolutely at home in Melbourne. This is the 15th occasion down to the Australian Open, 17th year playing Grand Slams in total. That's a lot of matches.
Just a little too much heat from Sharapova. First played here in 2003. The Russian. It's pretty remarkable.
That's a while ago, isn't it? And you look at the numbers that both of these players have played at Grand Slam level. Peterson has played 8 matches at Grand Slam level, 4 wins, 4 losses, and a whopping 194 wins for Sharapova, 49 losses. Mammoth amount of matches, and some things have changed with Sharapova and some things haven't. One thing hasn't changed is the way she expresses the air and the grunt that we hear on court. It's still present.
Love 30.
Would she be in the conversation, Sharapova, as the greatest competitor, female of all time, of playing this sport?
Yeah, I think you'd absolutely have to put her in that for sure. She does not turn up to a match without giving it 110%. I think there's not another player that has the narrow, absolute focus as Sharapova. Just look, she's lost nothing in terms of her complete focus on the court. She's like living in a cocoon when she's thinking tennis.
15-40.
I think she said many a time she's not here to make friends.
Yeah, it's become fairly obvious over the last few years that it's just the way she does it. That's the way she rolls.
I think there's not a coach either that probably hasn't used Maria Sharapova as an example in terms of, this is what I want out of my players. We just see again her just giving everything, drop shot just not quite on. I don't often see her playing that at the wrong time either. It's not a real asset, the feel of Maria Sharapova's game. But she certainly has been used as a player to demonstrate intensity.
When she's on the front foot like that, she remains a very dangerous proposition. The early break goes the way of the former champion here.
Sharapova leads by 2 games to 1.
How well you defend your second serve is so critical against Sharapova, isn't it? In the first round, Harriet Dart really struggled to get anything going behind the second.
I'd love to see just a little bit of a close-up there on Rebecca Peterson's hand. She's got some notes written down there. There's no question about it that it will all be about intensity, staying with this player here, Maria Sharapova, one of the best ball strikers in the world. With her height in terms of the way she can punish the ball, you'd have to put her in the same realm as Lindsay Davenport, as Serena Williams, Venus Williams. They're tall, they're big ball strikers. love to play, but really
Time.
Maria Sharapova another level in terms of expressing her tennis emotions on court.
So an early move made by Maria Sharapova. Called it the 8th double bagel of her career in round 1. Actually did it in back-to-back matches here a few years ago.
Just looking at some of the routines and rituals. Well, she wants to take the balls from the ball boy on the right side of the court, just directing traffic there.
Just getting the ball out of the middle of the court, looking at her strings. Able to do enough with it.
Appreciate it.
Winner of this match to play the defending champion, Caroline Wozniacki, in round 3.
She needs to work hard here, Peterson, to try to get back that break. Opening up the court well there, Sharapova. Very linear player. Just has very flat swings. See this a lot coming out of America. Bollettieri type of player. Very much from the same stream as an Agassi style. Nice shoes for Maria. That's where Peterson can do well here, just to lift the ball, get a bit of air on her stroke so that Sharapova's having to contact the ball up around the shoulder high. She's a little bit more vulnerable there. Don't give it to her around the hip.
Going with pace again into that forehand side, drawing the error. See the good view of the grip that she holds as well to return the serve. Holding with it, actually waiting with a forehand grip. tennis.
Sharapova.
And well to defend the little angle ball that came our way midway through the exchange. Sharapova cements the break.
Sharapova leads by 3 games to 1.
Just jabbing away here at Peterson until she gets this opportunity to hit the final blow. Open court, terrific hitting from Sharapova. Again, looks so compact and clean off the ground stroke, Sharapova. Gee, she looked intimidating at the ball, at the coin toss as well. She comes out jumping with incredible energy.
Love 15.
Just wonder if everything is to effect for Sharapova, or whether she is just so used to having rituals and habits. She makes them so strong. She's so methodical with everything that she does. She's got her superstitions as well. I remember back in 2010, I spoke to Michael Joyce. I was coaching Sally Pearce, a young Australian at the time, and I said, would Maria hit with Sally before the tournament started? He said, oh, she never likes to hit with players the day before. Well, she agreed to practice with Sally on Rod Laver Arena, and well, the next day she lost. It's the only time she ever lost first round at the Australian Open. I feel a little bad about that.
I was going to say, it's all your fault, Lou. You're always the centre of trouble.
Never been on the court again with her.
Left, first service.
She certainly saw the gap, didn't she? Didn't miss by much.
Just pressing again a little long there, Sharapova.
Good early preparation on the forehand. That's something she certainly has. And the serve doing plenty of damage.
By 3 games to 2.
The Swede reduces the gap to 3-2. She's just looking through Peterson's record last year, and we were talking about perhaps the difference between a clay and a hard court. She actually played a lot more on a hard court last season. In fact, her record on hard was 20 wins and 11 defeats last year. On clay, it was 9-3. So certainly chose to play on a hard court a little bit more. I guess you're going to do that anyway, because there are more hard court events over the course of a season. But interesting. And even you go back to 2017, it's a similar differential.
9-3. She's got a better conversion though on clay.
One of those was ITF though, on 5 matches in a row at ITF, so dropping down a level.
Time.
So many interests off court as well. Maria Sharapova these days, she's a businesswoman away from the tennis court, as we know. I would suspect that she puts as much in desire and passion into that as she does into her tennis. Her own candy company and everything else that she's got going on, lining up the future. It's not going to be dull, is it, when she hangs up her rackets?
No.
Her time in the boardroom.
She brings Sugar and Sharapova very well together.
We just bring sugar, Lou.
You're so sweet. Good depth there from Peterson. Smart play to go hard and fast back into the landing Sharapova after that serve.
Love 30.
Great measure there
15,
from Sharapova. Senses the opening and really commits to that. Love that backhand. Great extension here. Open stance on the backhand. This one, she just really gets a little bit more linear. Weight into it. Hands tracking right behind the ball height.
$30 all.
Too many free points on the serve, but it was an important one.
Left, second serve. $40-30.
Once again, you could see Peterson just trying to change the flight of the ball, couldn't you, on that forehand? It just didn't quite have enough length to it.
It's the way to go, though. Mix up the height and shape and tempo. Don't let Sharapova get that one pace rhythm.
Game, Sharapova.
4 successive
Sharapova leads
points.
by 4 games
Peterson's
to
looking
2.
a little disappointed not to have made anything happen there.
Started playing at the age of 4, and I bet she's done that practice movement a lot of times.
Love 15.
Good adjustment from Sharapova off the return, wasn't it? You could just see her abbreviating the swing a little bit. Good depth on the second there. Nice adjustment.
It's intimidating from the serve.
Love 30.
You see Sharapova, she just steps inside the baseline, just makes her presence known, really intimidating the server. If you don't get the depth on that serve, then you're just retreating immediately.
Love 40.
Just didn't quite get behind the ball, did she? Quite enough left arm on the two-hander either. More break points for the Russian. It's an outstanding game.
New balls
dominating at the moment from the back of the court. The Russian moves within touching distance of taking this opening set here. 5-2 the lead. Just had Richard Haig instructing one of the ball kids to go and get a racket that's obviously been strung from the team. I think it's Peterson's corner that's looking for a new tension, maybe.
Just look at how she drops that racket head underneath the height of the ball. Just allows her to get a little bit more rip up the back of the ball. This racket head coming through much more flat, more linear, tends to get more pace. The other angular, so the racket head getting under gets a little bit more spin. Just thinking about what she needs to do, bringing her energy levels. It's interesting. After each game, when she walks back to the chair, she always avoids those lines.
We saw one great competitor follow another here this evening. Alex de Minaur, of course, at a very different stage of his career, but a guy who is going to lay it on the line, it seems, for the rest of it. Maria Sharapova, as we suggest, has done that probably better than anyone else in the Women's Tour.
Love.
Got very good momentum at the moment. Sharapova, very good focus, very good intent, just being very aggressive.
There's now on 9 consecutive points.
Love. Miss Peterson is challenging the call on the right near sideline. The ball's got in. Second serve.
Quite got control of that shot, has she? And that wasn't due to a lack of time either, was it? She was in position.
Yeah.
Faults. Miss Sharapova charges a call right.
It was a strange one because Peterson actually put her hand out, and it almost felt like Richard Hay kind of followed suit there.
Well, no one can be really blamed there. Just by almost a millimetre.
Sharapova gave a little stare towards the British umpire there. Set points on the line. What a run to end the set. 12 points on the bounce for Maria Sharapova, who breaks away and runs away with set number 1, 6-2 after 34 minutes.
Well, it's been a terrific start here for Maria. Just going about her business as she always does, looking to dictate, to be very aggressive, try to get her body weight down the court. That's an incredibly high number there for Rebecca Peterson on first serves, but she's just unable to convert those because she's probably playing one of the best returners in the game. Maria Sharapova just negating that serve. Incredibly high number, 57%, but converting more on Sharapova's side. 5 winners, 10 unforced errors, so pretty tidy there, but just a few too many unforced errors for the Swede. Just feeling the need that she has to try to use that forehand and shape the ball a little bit more, but she's just not having enough success. I think she's struggling with that extreme grip, not able to really meet some of these shots here from Sharapova. Very aggressive off the baseline and just making it look so easy here. Easy power, just really moving well. Sharapova trying to do her best here, Peterson, but just being hit off the court, particularly down the line there. That was a wonderful shot by Sharapova. The backhand has been extremely good, and she's just gotten better and better. Has barely missed a point in the last 3 games.
So set number 2, the Swede with work to do.
Maria's mind just computes so well, though. So much tennis experience and knowledge, and you can just see she's just narrowing in on the weaknesses of Peterson. She'll just pepper into that forehand and try to break it down a little bit more. She's getting success there.
Love 30.
Just forcing the Swede to panic a little bit, isn't it? A ball perhaps she wouldn't necessarily take on, but suddenly there's a bit of a gap and feels like she's just having to overpress because of the way Sharapova is playing right now. Snaps a run that's lasted 3 games worth for Sharapova. As you can see from the clock, Wednesday's play now it's ticked into Thursdays.
Rolex rolls over.
A late one on here last night, didn't we, as well? Or this morning, should I say. Into the wee small hours. Oh, it's delightful. Quick thinking.
30-40.
Well, she's trying a few different things here, Peterson, using the shape on that forehand to get high and heavy, moving forwards, but that wasn't quite the way forwards off the wrong ball here. Just becomes a real target.
Adjustment wasn't helped by the net call, but nonetheless,
First game,
another
second
break.
set.
Plum faces in the Swedes' corner.
So hard. Both of these players would have had to just contain themselves. Long time waiting. Saw Rebecca Peterson in the gym some 2 hours ago warming up. Of course, the match prior to this just went on and on and on, so very hard to prepare.
How was your workout, Lou?
Good, thank you. Brief.
Very impressed when I came in early on. Lou said, just been for a workout. It was about 9:30. Like your dedication. Going Sharapova's way so far. Set and a break.
I must say, I'm really impressed with the way Sharapova has moved tonight. She just looks like she's moving effortlessly, really behind the ball. All times you don't often see her reaching and feeling stressed in the rally.
$50. 15-13.
She's amazing, isn't she, Sharapova? Good play there from Peterson, but she missed that second serve, 151 down the tee prior to that last serve, and then just knows the importance of getting that first serve in. She slows it down at 142. No joy, though. So measured with her approach, Sharapova. Again, just limiting her pace so she gets that first serve in.
One of only 6 women, of course, to hold the career Grand Slam. Certainly will go down as one of the greats.
Again, it's just the precision hitting from Sharapova and what it means to her. So values every point.
Urgency to try and get this one done, not to allow the Swede any kind of hope.
Leads by 2 games to love.
There for all to see. Actually just had a very quick peek, at her record against Caroline Wozniacki, of course, is assuming she does get this done here. They haven't played in 4 years, Sharapova and Wozniacki. The last time they met was in the spring of 2015.
We saw she had a, she had a very high first serve percentage, Peterson, up around the 83%, but she needs to convert some of those. She's got to do something with the second shot.
Skill, 15 all, vision.
Don't often see this from Sharapova. Picks the perfect time to do it, though. She senses her opponents deep in the court. Why not practice that one?
Very disgruntled look on this lady's face right now. Not going her way. Forced to defend time and time again.
All.
A little smile there from her box, Peterson. Great if she can get on the board here. Stem this run from Sharapova.
Just yet, she can't. First double from the Swede.
Advantage, Sharapova.
So a chance for Sharapova to win a 7th game in a row.
Game, Sharapova.
It's one-way traffic here in the Margaret Court Arena. And Maria Sharapova is tracking towards the third
Sharapova
round.
leads by 3 games to love.
In double quick time. I like what you see. I mean, fair to say, I think that Peterson hasn't produced a level that she's probably capable of, Lou, but Sharapova's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure that Sharapova has brought to this match. She started very well. She's been able to really be nice and aggressive. The ball's not coming up high, which is where Peterson would like to have a little bit more time and be able to manipulate the ball. And Sharapova takes that opportunity away from her a little bit with the way she plays, but also just as the games just rally on, she's getting a little bit more doubtful with the way she's playing, Peterson.
Good look down on Melbourne, and of course where we are, just in the distance there. Ever expanding facilities here. They're doing a wonderful job raising the bar as far as the majors are concerned. Sharapova at 3-love.
Well, that's very clear with what she's trying to do. Sharapova jamming Peterson there, looking to draw this short ball back and just to play open court. Just manages to somehow get her hands through that shot, Peterson. She was completely jammed. Well, she's seeing the ball so well tonight, isn't she, Nick?
It's raining winners, isn't it?
Wow. It's been a thorough performance, and Thomas Hogstead will be very happy with this. Just so clean with the way she's been striking the ball.
Latfusov.
again. Just
40 love.
playing so positively, so aggressively, yet so measured, Sharapova. Looking to close this one out. She's 6'2". She's got a terrific wingspan. And gee, she could do very well to finish at the net more often, looking for the drive volley.
And more of the same. Yes, she continues to dish out a lesson here to the young Swede.
Sharapova leads by 4 games
Just
to
down
love.
underneath, you could see Thomas Hogston. I was walking around the hallways. And